What is up, Bearing Mug? How's it going? Oh, I forgot to run ads. Dude, why is streaming so freaking hard, dude? Streaming is like the hardest occupation ever. Whoa. This artist I don't think is Tran Fiddler. But it's very Tran Fiddler-esque, and now I need to find the artist. Where the heck is it from? It's a screenshot of a screenshot. I must find this. It's okay, I just watched an ad for the Wicked movie. Dude, I wasn't supposed to be running ads. Don't give them money. I swear, I feel like I've seen thousands of Tran Fiddler drawings. And yet, here we are. I'm still seeing new ones. Am I scrolling through Pinterest before stream? Yes. Is that productive? Probably not. Involuntarily. We all love ads, though. How's your day going? We all love ads, though. I just realized, even though I don't have my laptop for these Drawbox streams, I could still put my little table next to me so I can have my drinks. I appreciated the gravel, the long-tailed gravel drawing. I really like that. Thank you. I've been waiting to use that stupid dog picture for whenever anyone makes anything of gravel. And like right as you sent that, I had it primed. Elgum. That's a new one. I won. Heck yeah. And hello everybody. We're doing well. 7:30 p.m. Central Time. The usual. Nothing to report on majorly. We're gonna try to keep tonight's stream a little bit short because I have to work late into. I need like a little candle, you know, a little candle to burn right next to me, and then set off my fire alarm and get kicked out of my apartment. Anyways, I want. It's stupid, but I do really want like the striped pajamas, and like the little candle, like the little handheld candle thing. I think that's a wonderful bit. It's a one-time bit. You're not hitting that. You're not making people laugh twice with that. Another bit I want to do the next time I go out to like eat with friends or something is I want to get the app. This one's a classic. It may be trying too hard, but it's the app where it says like the beer and you can like pour the beer and the nightcap exactly. Maybe after stream I'll draw gravel doing that. I want to make a little gravel plushie. I don't know how. I know exactly what it's going to look like though. I want to make one. And I want to like I want to like throw it against the wall. I want it to be weighted. So when you throw it against the wall, it makes like a thump. And like it comically stays at the wall for a second and then falls down. These are my demands for the gravel plushie. Or he just goes straight through the drywall. Either or, I'll take either one. But heck yeah, doodle. I need a doodle day. I missed that. The summer, I was drawing so much. I was enjoying so much. I need to do more of that. Talked to my professor today about our malware project. This guy, so I highly respect this person. He is our university is like blessed to have him. He's a very respected person in his field. He's extremely intelligent. Of course, right? He's a university professor who specializes in all that. Anyways, I really look up to this guy. But man, his greatest vice is he is the most impatient person. As I'm giving, like, I give him little presentations on to like the state of our project and stuff. And like, as I'm presenting, he'll like, you know what would work really well here? And it's the thing that's on the next slide. But I do have the satisfaction of being like, well, look at this. And he's like, yes. But with how smart this guy is, there's always something to improve, and I appreciate it. That's why I go to him, because he gives crazy great critique. Dude, okay, so new issue. My microphone is like right here, right? Kind of. It's higher. But this sweatshirt that I have is so bulky that it's actually hitting the bottom of the mic. And it's like making it so I have a less range of motion than I want. I want a boom mic that like comes from above. My goal is to not be too tired tonight because, like I said, I do have a lot to do after stream. And because of the time change, whenever I've been done with streams for the past couple nights, I'm like, I don't even want to like shower. I just want to go straight to bed. Heck yeah. And also, I didn't realize, but I bought both a great and a bad microphone for me because this microphone is only one direction. It is extremely like you can only talk into it from one part. Otherwise, it sounds really bad, or it's just like really hard to make sound good. And so when I'm talking close to it and I set the settings right and I'm careful about like how loud I am, it's great. And that's somewhat okay because that means it doesn't pick up other noises at all. Like it's very, very great for having roommates, having like other things happen in the background. My roommate isn't loud at all, but so it doesn't really apply. None of my roommates ever have, but still, nonetheless, if something does happen in the background, like a microwave goes off because my room is right next to where the microwave is, you guys will never know. It's crazy to think. And I always get this feeling. I'm not sure if you guys ever have. Whenever exams begin to start up, there's this sobering feeling, and it's both helpful and a bit detrimental. It's in a week, this will all be over, for better or for worse. And it's a good thing because it helps you realize how small these exams are, right? How much of a life you have outside of this is, and how unimportant it is in the grand scheme, right? But also, it's like, why am I measuring from this axis? Oh, well, if it's done in a week, I don't really care anymore. Like it contextualizes it, which is great. Oh yeah, exams don't matter that much, but also it matters. I've been studying for the past couple of days. To add to that, another big, it's class registration time. I'm fighting. I'm praying to the love of God. There are 2 professors that I want. There's a total of, I think, 96 spots open. My major is much larger than that. And there's more spots of other professors. These are the most sought after professors. So I'm praying that I get a good seat. Will that happen? Be real with you guys, probably not. But a man can dream. Where'd my music go? Oh, the end of this song is just really quiet. Or my internet went out, which typical. I wonder how bad my data plan would be if I used my hotspot on my phone. Imagine how expensive that would be to stream off your phone. By the way, guys, I can see like how much data is transferred each stream. So far, we've already done almost a gigabyte. 300 megabytes. We've almost streamed a gigabyte of information. Which I know doesn't mean much, but like, think about how many other art streamers there are, let alone just streamers who are like, have a higher bitrate or something. And stream for longer than I. What is it? YouTube has had a bunch of issues recently. for the past couple months of whatever AI that they're using to like do content moderation, banning smaller channels. And apparently they recently banned like one with like 400,000 subscribers for having connections to accounts with 3 strikes. Is my old Minecraft, I hope my old Minecraft channel doesn't have 3 strikes. Oh, Baking with Brooke, welcome, hello. Hope you're doing well, welcome to the stream. But yeah, YouTube's apparently been banning like just accident or not, like without reason, just blind firing bans towards smaller creators. So I'm a bit worried. I kind of want to start backing up all of our VODs, just in case. Because I like the progress. I like everything that's been cataloged. It's very important to me. And it's funny though, because like YouTube will randomly ban and delete channels, and like will not help them at all, but will also be like, reinstate like Sneeko. Like YouTube did this thing recently where if you've been banned from YouTube, you can reapply to get your channel back, or or not even get your channel back, just to have a new channel. So like Andrew Tate, I think, was one of them, and Sneeko was one of them who was banned from YouTube. And he didn't even ask to be reinstated. I think he was just reinstated with all of his videos back. But other people, they don't get their videos back. You don't want to get banned? None of us do. It's scary out here. I feel like we need to make a YouTube union or something. Like all the smaller creators come together and say, hey, we chose YouTube for a reason. What are the other options than YouTube? Is Vimeo still a thing? Hey guys, I'll be releasing all of my videos on Facebook Marketplace. You, Andrew Tate, true. And what's up? Welcome back, Blue Raz. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, sorry for saying that name on stream. Honestly, until I heard about that news, I forgot he existed. He is like in the same state space in my head as like the Ferrari guy. I'm here in my garage. Oh no, it's Lamborghini. Is it Lamborghini or is it Ferrari? Oh, his name just flashed in my head, but I forgot it. Whatever. Got me back in a fight or flight mode. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. But yeah, Baking with Brooke. Once again, welcome to the channel. What brings you here? It's, man, discoverability on YouTube. I get a lot more viewers, like new viewers on YouTube than Twitch. I don't get that. Then again, I feel like Twitch, it's not really a home for artists. I'm not sure how true that is. But if it was someone was like, hey, go watch art, I'm going to YouTube. Okay, let's really focus up on ellipsis. Ooh, okay. Okay, maybe not like that. I may have to drop the hoodie because I don't have a full range of motion. In fact, I'm going to take off the sweatshirt. I keep calling sweatshirts hoodies. I'm going to be real with you guys. I was fighting this week. It was cold last week, and I was like, okay, this week I'm going to wear my winter outfits, and I'm so excited because I like my winter outfits a lot. And then it's like 80 today, and I'm like, dude. Like yesterday it was also hot, or warmer, right? Not cold enough, not cool enough to wear like a jacket. Man, my page is like bending. That's annoying. I haven't had that actually. Like now that I think about that, that's a rare phenomenon. I don't know what's going on. What is going on here? I'm gonna just do a different string of ellipses because weird vibes. You need to be a psychologist. You talk about psychology a lot. Maybe I should tone down the psychology discussions then. Shoot. Because like, oh yeah, I'm in no way qualified. Like I'm a software dev. That's what I want to be. I'm in college for. So maybe I should tone back the psychology, philosophy related discussions. I don't want to give people the impression that I'm knowledgeable in the subject. I've had experience with, you know, like like being the recipient of cognitive behavioral therapy and stuff like that. I'm not saying the acronym. and and stuff like that. So I'm like, I know what has worked for me to help me feel better in life, but like ultimately I don't know enough to make like solid claims of things. Like I could pretty confidently say like mindfulness will help you manage emotions, because that's a generally true statement, but beyond that, right? Do I want to make websites? Web dev is slowly growing on me. I'm not a huge fan because I do like lower level stuff. From that's the thing, because like I've been really interested in making tooling for cybersecurity. Most of those are Python though, so I'm not like, I'm either making Python or C scripts, right? So I'm not doing too much low level work unless I'm looking at like the assembly for like reverse engineering assignments, which is so. Because I feel like when it comes to making websites, like I my favorite stack is probably the Mern stack, or no, is it called Mern? I'm pretty sure it's Mern. Or like React, for example. But the things with React is like I feel like that stuff is so far abstracted, it's so high level that I'm like, you know, I've taken classes on computer organization and architecture, right? So I know like how threading works, memory organization, stuff like that. A lot of web rendering and like the DOM makes no sense to me still, or like I just haven't learned about it. And been a website for like 30 years. Conference right now and got chosen to present. Huge website development is good. Oh yes, yeah, for sure. Web dev is big. It has been. Oh, so yeah, there's website designing. There's like you. So here's a fun thing for everybody. Hopefully, if you don't already know this, who knows? There's a lot of stuff that goes into making a website, right? You have the BI, the business side, which is like, okay, despite like the technological, like the impact, the problem that we're solving this with this website, how do we make it profitable? Because at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, you have to pay engineers, and so whatever those engineers make, you'd hope makes money. Then you have the UX UI experts, engineers. These people are focused on making the website usable, making it look good. And then there is and that's generally called front end sometimes. I'm doing a lot of abstracting here, so forgive me if I'm fudging things. And then you have backend, which is a bit lower level. That's a lot of the internal behavior and functionality of the website. You turned into a website. Oh, I love that. I'm sorry to hear your father has been turned into a website. Get well soon. But yeah, I like web dev. I think it's cool. Create websites, and sometimes I create them as a side gig for extra money. Oh, huge! What do you create them with? What do you use to create the websites? I'm probably not gonna do it this winter break because I want to work on the lesson videos. But I really want to make a personal art portfolio website. Very bare bones. My personal website. So I have a personal website, like real Kavel, not YouTube Kavel. Personal website for like careers. I hate it, so I may redesign that as well. But this newer website, I think I'm gonna go for what's the service called? I was gonna host it for free on. Oh my god, I'm imagining the logo right now. Never mind, I guess. It's orange. I was gonna get an R2 bucket on there and store all the pictures in there, and then create a free server or free website. That could be my little art. It's gonna be like a fake version of Instagram because I like the gallery format for viewing media. Oh my god, the names there. Cloudflare. There we go, Cloudflare. An R2 bucket and one of their free like personal website things. WordPress. Oh, okay, gotcha. Nice. Alrighty. Well, as you guys know, it's now time for BRB. We're gonna run 3 minutes of ads because I forgot to run ads at the beginning. And we want to clear up ads for anybody joining us in the middle, even though that rarely happens. But yeah, so we're going to do 2 minutes of ads. If you're drawing or chilling or whatever, now's a good time to stretch. Please do not stress. Decompress, all that good stuff. Refocus, and we're going to come back strong with some more form intersections. So be right back, guys. Oh, frick. Ads are over. Cool. So, not really much to more Trent Fiddler art. He's so goated. Anyway, sorry. Oh my god, he's so goated. Sorry. Okay. It gets so distracting. Wait, what did that? Oh, I only did 2 minutes. Who cares? No one's watching the stream that late. Cool. So, yeah, we're gonna return to our intersections. Sorry to cough. Yeah, intersections. So, oh man, I hate that accidental whatever's happening right there. It always happens somehow. Yeah, we want to do. We're probably gonna do another box up here. I really want to crowd this one. I want to get crazy, silly, stupid with this one. But we also need to be patient. And the kind of paradox that happens with me with Drawbox is I am anxious in the real world, right? Because of exams or whatever. And so I want to rush because I think I'm timed. And sure, I could, if I didn't stream, I could probably focus more and all of that stuff. I don't really care. I don't know. I have some fun going the suboptimal route, and I'm okay with that. Maybe the most optimal route isn't actually that optimal. If I'm having more fun doing it this way. Let's do another cylinder. And then we can have something like something in there, and it's gonna be epic sauce. Okay. Let that sink in. A beer back. Oh my god, guys, you will not guess who's out here. Okay, that was my one bit of the night. We're just gonna get back. We're just gonna, yeah. I really hope that registered on my mic. Okay, cool. I was like, I slammed that door handle. This bit would not have worked if my roommate was out there because he would have been very confused. Shout out my roommate, by the way. Hope he's doing well. It is kind of ridiculous that of my 3 years of university, I've had freaking amazing roommates. My first year one, he wasn't bad. He was just like, it was kind of awkward. We wouldn't talk to each other for like days at a time. We didn't hate each other or anything, but we were definitely like different people. And we respected each other. We were both clean. But he just didn't want to vibe with me, and that's okay. Okay, we're going to do a very thin degree here because I don't want it to overlap right there. That bit would have been much funnier if I had my face cam on. Which actually is angled towards my door, so that would have been like perfect. If I ever do face cam, I'm going to be copying Poke and having a projector in the background. Dude, that's meta. That is brilliant. And play Subway Surfers on it 24/7. What's the longest Subway Surfers video on YouTube? I think the max you can upload is 24 hours. Well, I've done better than that, but that's okay. Because at least the minor axis was respected there. I didn't do this last time as much, but I don't want high foreshortening on this. So let's make sure we're remaining somewhat parallel. How are the pages already bending? I leave this in my scanner overnight, hoping that it would be more flat, but... Have you ever wondered if you could watch everything on YouTube? Hell nah. Because you've watched every single thing on YouTube? All of it. Man, your watch history must be crazy. Your algorithm must be crazy. Oh, sorry, I read that as like, I have watched everything, not no. There's probably like more YouTube content than the average human life. Oh yeah, for sure. Some people have posted the weirdest stuff. What is the weirdest like obscure video? I'm not asking like, I watched a video of a man pooping himself. Not like that, but like, what is the like, oh, what? Like this, what? How did I find this? How's this in my recommended? The 0 to 3 views ones? Yeah, Kavel streams. I'm trying to think of like, man, I know this is a cop-out because this has millions of views, but the 10-hour long Portal loop where in the middle of the freaking OST, there's just a dude like farting on his roommate's door. You won't surprise. Perfect time to join, man. Perfect. Perfect time. Hope you're doing well. Saw your little vroom vroom car. Dude, you are like in a great position for lesson 6 because you have all of the little doodads and the things that are constructible, I feel. Not to undermine the difficulty of lesson 6, of course. Like lesson 6 is hard, but bleh. No horrible, actually. For real though. Lesson 6, arena cult. I mean, yeah, Drawbox can be definitely considered the box cult. I won't even lie. Is it actually a cult? No. Yeah, Drawbox has lessons. Lesson 1, 250 box challenge. Lesson 2, lesson 3, 4, 5, 250 cylinder challenge. Lesson 6, and lesson 7. This music was very dramatic for that discussion. Oh my god, I almost like jittered my arm. Eh. Some perfect references for lesson 7. Oh my goodness. I think Rise wants a PO box more. He just wants to send me stuff. He's been the progenitor of this PO box. Yeah, if we ever get 300,000 subscribers, 400,000 subscribers, I'll open a PO box. Fret not, child. You've reached lesson 6. It's actually lesson 7. You do the vehicles. True. I was just thinking, like, you have the tiny cars, right? Oh wait, yeah, I'm stupid, dude. I'm so stupid. It's actually lesson 7 where you do the vehicles. Yeah, but you have cars. What, dude? Oh, it froze? No, it didn't. Get out of here. I can see my stream preview. La la la. What should we do in the center here? I want to do a bit of a what are they called? Pyramids. I want to do a bit of a pyramid right here. I want the it to be rotated slightly to the right, and for it to be we're not looking at the bottom plane. Oh wait, so you're not in lesson 7. Sorry, yeah, I can. So you skipped to lesson 7. Interesting. What I think I'm gonna do, especially with the comment that Canoe gave. By the way, shout out Canoe. I haven't seen Chief Tang in a bit, but I hope Chief Tang's doing well. But man, I'm gonna read like every message Canoe has sent in lesson 6, because like amazing swath of information right there. The dude, Canoe is a freaking legend of Drawbox. I'm gonna be real. Not controversial take at all, but like, man, they make wonderful art. They have a lot of passion about it, clearly. They're extremely helpful, very kind, very chill. Shout out Canoe. May we all aim to be like them. Okay, so the unique part about me and how I draw pyramids is I suck at it, but also, I treat them as the bottom of a box, which is weird because we usually start by drawing the top plane. The bottom of the box, the bottom plane, is typically what I refer to as the X-ray plane or the X-ray in the back line. And that was typically the hardest to measure. So you're doing a bad job of convincing me you aren't in a cult. Oh no, I'm not saying, or I did say like, oh no, we're not actually in a cult. I think appreciating the kindness of individuals, they do that in haha. They do that in cults, don't they? I keep choking, I swear. I'm going to break my monitor, I swear. It's such a great video. For Christmas, I think I'm gonna ask my sister for this. I did it. I'm not sure if I told you guys about this. I was like in a really like manic moment. Like I had a manic moment a couple semesters ago where like classes were awful. I was doing all-nighters all the time, and I was like, would it be funny if I ordered a shirt that just had my full name on it and nothing else? Just a big red shirt, and it just said my name, which my real life legal name is Kavel Draws. So I just walked to class like that and just acted like it was completely normal. I didn't mention it once, and people kept looking at me. That's a good bit. So for Christmas, it was a really crappy shirt. I paid like $13, $12 for it, including shipping. I want like a stitched nice t-shirt with my full name on it. Or like a really stupid statement. Like today's stream thing I stole from Jesse, which is download Sims 4 10 times, call that Sims 40. Dude, those are bars, first of all. I love it. But second of all, I want that on a shirt. Download Sims 4 10 times, call that Sims 40. Download Sims 3 10 times, call that Sims 30. No way I'm going to have another tangent line. This is absurd. Ask your sister for a box. I gave her, so I've bought, I think, 4 packs of Drawbox pins, and the first pack, she needed fine liners, so I was like, hey, this is my first ever pack of fine liners. These mean a lot to me. Keep them safe. Use them. She lost like half of them, and like broke half of them, like the nibs on half of them, and lost the box that it came in, like the little bag. They come in these like little plastic things. She lost it. So she lost my first set of fine liners, which doesn't mean much. That most of them were dry, but like it's sentimental. That's when I first started drawing. So I'm now no contact with her. See, that's a cult thing. Losing your Drawbox pins and going no contact with your sister. That's culty, for sure. Hmm. Am I Boxman now? Did you call me? That's uncomfortable. Like the person. That's the name of a person. I'm not necessarily uncomfortable that you called me the Boxman, but typically uncomfortable. The creator of the Drawbox cult is called uncomfortable. Making sure this plane is square, a technique that we've practiced many a time in the 250 cylinder challenge, because cylinders can only be cylindrical if they're in square planes. And it's really just a heuristic, but a big part of it for me is examining it in all directions, and I still think this line is a bit too long, which I think is good. How can we shorten it? We can move it a bit closer. That elongates this line, so comparatively shorter, but I don't want to foreshorten them too much. So actually, ideally, it would be right here. That'd be square. And so we're going to say frick it. We're going to go in the middle. There we go. I hate having this many searching dots, but it's way better than making an incorrect line, so. Sheesh, I'm back. Welcome back. I'm enraged. My pen somehow accidentally made a mark on the page, and I missed. So, going to rip. Just draw the cube, mans. Cubes shouldn't be this complicated. That reminds me of the time someone joined chat and just said, draw the damn line. Promise not to say the word. Thank you. Thank you for your resolve. Also, everybody, I forgot the name of the YouTuber. There's a new Drawbox YouTuber. They seem very excited. Oh God. Apparently, Rise. No more Tyran Fiddler when I open my phone. I'm blessed. Apparently, my friend just texted me. We have some homework. We have these. They're called quick application assignments. They're awful. They're such a waste of time. On the record, I'll say that. And apparently, it's AI generated. Like he just verified that these stupid questions are AI generated. I grabbed my phone to confirm something. I can't remember what I was looking for when because he just texted me that. That's great. I'm so glad my teachers are doing that. Yeah, we still shouldn't. That line was too long, like I said earlier. So remember, guys, we talked about this 3 streams ago. We have our range of lines that this line can be, right? And how do we decide that range? Well, it is the range of possible edges to the box right here, right? Because suppose this is the top of a box, right? That means that this line has to be... No. Yes. It has to be at least 90 degrees, make a 90-degree angle with this line or this line. So we have a range, right? And also, because a line drawn through here needs to be convergent with that. So it has to be even tighter in this range of 90 degrees. And then the line that we create coming up here needs to be parallel with a line in this range. One day I'll make a video or a tool about this. It's a heuristic. I'm not sure if it's actually true. But I'd like to believe in some way it is. So we can actually go more left here and still be pretty fine. I'm going to go quite tall. Because remember, we want to overlap the silhouettes of these as much as possible. Yeah, that's a bit too tall. Also, that's very much to the right. Am I high? Maybe just a little bit. There, that's better. So now we'll draw a line to that. Yet another stream where Rise is beefing with the YouTube version of himself. Also, I've decided I don't do enough cardio. So I used to bike everywhere. I've gotten a scooter recently because of some like health reasons. And I think I'm gonna pick up the rowing machine. Because one, I don't do running. I'm too short. I'm like I had 2 roommates, or at least a roommate. I can't remember if both of them did track. They're like, yeah, Cav, you're not built for running. Respectfully, I'm like, yeah, I know. But rowing, dude, that is totally my thing. I love rowing. I'm not sure if rowing is good for people with shorter builds, but it's like the one type of cardio that I jive with. Africa. And plus, they have the cool little monitor in front of you. Or at least my gyms ones do. I hope wherever I move, there's at least a decent gym. Are apartments and gyms a very college thing? Because like from my knowledge, you don't really see that in other apartments, right? It's okay to be a short king. I know. I don't think it was ever mentioned that it's bad to be short here. I don't know. That felt like a targeted thing. It's like, yeah, man, I just couldn't reach this thing the other day, and your friend goes up to you, is like, it's okay to be short. Right? Is that quite? I don't know why that makes me feel like that's going in an interesting direction. I don't know. Mr. Shortman, don't worry. No one's against you for your height impairments. I don't like height impairments. I prefer what? Oh my god, vertically challenged. I prefer vertically challenged, please. Thank you. It's funny. My roommate, he put some of his plates on like a very high cabinet, and he jokes that is like, oh wait, don't. I'll do that for you. When I'm the one who organizes the upper cabinets. Oh my god. Shout out. Nice. I'd call that a pretty good success. I'm very happy. Like I said, slightly turned to the right, and tilted away from us. Let's do more. It's hard to keep track. It gets a bit mentally confusing. There is no overcrowding to my knowledge, but I still feel like that's a thing that I do want to avoid. However, because like when you so my goal for this one was to overlap my forms more, which I think I've done a wonderful job, but that means there's less room to overlap other forms, right? So let's say we went from overlapping 25% of our forms to 50%. Well, that means we went from having 75% more room to work with to now 50. And of course you want a little buffer space, because if it was like, if you completely overlap two forms 100%, then it's like, what else can you put in there, right? Or can you even see the forms themselves? So you do want a buffer. So like subtract 25% for the buffer. Now it's a difference between 50 and 25. Like, geez. But I do want to really crowd it with a sphere. That may be too much. Who cares? Uncomfortable literally says in the lesson description, fill that damn page up. So we're gonna fill that damn page up. But do I want to? We'll do this. I think that's a good compromise. One day I won't second guess my ellipses, but today was not one of those days. That was a bit lopsided. Yeah, not a full 90 degree, but it'll do. I mean, it's still egg-shaped. We're okay with that. Did you guys know that Rise lays eggs? I wasn't supposed to tell you guys, but we've been streaming for 500 days. We can talk about that kind of stuff. Let's do a cone. For the cones, do we draw through the entire minor axis? Probably. I want a cone that goes like this. Very confusing. Yes. Oh, I have to be careful though. We'll make it very wide. Because if we can have the edge going like this, but I don't think that's very likely. Famous last words. Does gravel lay eggs? I'm going to say no because I don't want to encourage you guys to explore that topic. I should probably think before I speak. Okay. Should this be high degree or low degree? I don't even think people are. Oh, no, someone's here. I'm going to start going for a high degree unless someone says otherwise. No, we're going to do like 45. I just realized it probably won't fit if I try to do otherwise. I probably need to fix my posture as well. Everybody, whoever's listening, fix your posture. Come on. Adjust your shoulders, take a deep breath, all that good stuff. Man, so this year I've been making a conscious effort to eat a lot less fast food. And I haven't had much this week at all. In fact, 0, I think. Until today. Dude, I'm becoming disillusioned. I had this fast food, this chicken sandwich today. I was like, man, I would have rather made something at home. Frick you, Mr. Short Man. You're short. Leave my posture alone. Why do you think I'm short? I don't know why either, but maybe it was because my posture was bad. Then you'll become short. No. I have a notably wonderful posture. In fact, there's a picture of me sitting at a restaurant, and I'm maintaining a great posture. It's wonderful, but it looked really awkward given the chairs. The chairs were definitely made for you to like slouch in. It's a very not good, not flattering picture of me. Of course, I was on my booster seat, so that probably did change how it looked, but wait for it to dry a second. I did not know I put so much Minecraft in this playlist, but I'm not sorry. It's a good thing. I was about to say, ooh, I want to play Minecraft right now. Not really. I'm trying to search within my heart what game I'd like to play right now. There's really no game I'd like to play. I'm happy with this. Oh, this is an optical illusion. Which way is it going? Well, the fun part is we can decide once we draw this. Cool. We have a lot of free space up in this top right. I don't know how to start encroaching into that territory. And what other forms we could put on this page. We could definitely benefit from another pyramid. Man, my throat, sorry. I coughed too much and I think I've just given myself hiccups, but I'm not gonna. The only streamer I've ever seen get hiccups other than me is Jesse. That's it. Which is just stupid. I've never seen Jerma get hiccups. I've never seen Vinny or Joel. I swear, it's ridiculous. Poke. I don't watch any other streamers, I don't think. I will do a sphere. Pyramid over here. Sphere. Or sphere or box. Let's do a pyramid over here. And let's have it pointing down and into this. So we're going to expose the bottom plane. Those are very hard for me to imagine. But all you do really is just start with a plane. Let's see, this one's pointing that way. And this is kind of like just a gestural thing, but if this one's pointing that way, then I don't want this one pointing that way. That's too much pointing this way, right? We have this one pointing this way, this kind of motion. Like, what is going on here? We're all just flowing to this corner of the page. Let's have some resistance. Let's have a countercultural pyramid. Now, how will I make that plane is the question. How trying to imagine. It's harder because I start with the corner that's closer to us, which is a problem because that may not be like help me. I may have to decrease the degree of it a lot more. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna have it quite. No, I don't want it too large because it's already very crowded right here. Look at all these intersections. This poor cylinder is getting intersected so much. So we'll do this. We'll point that way. Very small degree. Only slightly rotated to the left. Yeah, let's do slightly rotated to the left. And very slightly. This is going to be quite large. Let's see, if I do it like this, that means this center line's going to be right there. So yeah, somewhere like this. Not totally happy with it, but we'll deal. I should probably draw from the center. Even though I hate drawing. Oh, why did I do this? I hate drawing on the edge of the page. I think I'm dead set. I know I was very much a CSP fan, but I think I'm going to go the iPad route with Procreate if I ever get into, or once I get into digital, it will happen. There'll be a venture in it. I just like, man, despite how tough traditional can be, like I love traditional for the sketching process. Then again, I haven't ever done digital, so I don't know if it's better on digital, but I love it for sketching, and then rendering would just be not easier per se, but the ability to erase ink. Dude. But I will not claim that, you know. And this is supposed to be slightly turned to the left. This is super turned to the left. We'll expand it a little bit more. If we move it more this way, that won't do much. If we move it up, if we increase the degree, it'll allow us to tilt it more this direction. So we can actually do that a bit. This actually feels rather close to a square. I'm trying to figure these very low degree ones can be very tough to see because one side actually no, now that I'm looking at it, this side's definitely too long. And as we did in the cylinder, if one side's too long, we have two options. We could either make this side longer so they're equal, or we can make this one shorter because we're equal. Making something longer while retaining, in the same kind of space typically means foreshortening it more. And making one shorter means foreshortening it less. In this situation, a little foreshortening goes a long way because we have such a small degree. Which this is too long. And that's highly foreshortened as compared to this one, which I bet isn't as foreshortened. That's still pretty good. But if we now move this line in a little bit more, it'll help even things out. Typically, it's better to listen to my intuition here than to try to logic through it too much. I think that's much better. This seems too short now. So we'll go right in the middle. And it's kind of funny because any small, like since the degree is so small, any minor mistake here with my inking will change it, so we'll just have to adapt. Kavel, I have lost my ellipsis guides. Oh no! No! Dude. It's gonna be another Amazon purchase. I don't know why they're so expensive, dude. Just put some holes in some plastic. I get maybe partially why it's because they're like, if it says it's a quarter, to be, to manufacture something and be that accurate, I get it, right? Maybe Target has one. Let's hope. But still, I would rather like a slightly inaccurate ellipse guide and just a lot of them, because I don't need to be that. Like, I understand why we have measurements, but for art, I'm none of my measurements require that much. Oh yeah, I forgot man. I need colored ballpoints as well. Just the problem is like all colored ballpoints are not they're either gel, but they're all like 0.7 millimeter, not 0.4 or 0.5 or 0.35. And I like finer ones because my philosophy for lesson 6 and 7 is like if it's a small, because you're using that for the initial construction. So if it's smaller, then the fine liner will be much easier to see. That feels square, but I could be wrong. Pre-rules started? Really? Already? Jeez. Well, don't leave the stream. Or leave. Just don't come back. Oh, I wobbled. Dang it. Was the next video? Dude, it's a lot. I don't have time. We'll see, whenever it happens. At this point, I'm just going to go with the flow. I would love to say as soon as possible, but I'm only going to be, so school's going to end. I'm gonna have 10 days of break and then I'm off, right? Uh, and to be frank, right, which is weird because my name's Kavel, I would rather spend my free time when I get it drawing than working on YouTube videos. Not that I hate working on YouTube videos or anything, just like, and I feel like PCAT puts this well. PCAT, I think she mentioned in one of her videos that like the weird reality of being an art YouTuber is you're spending a lot of your time working on YouTube videos rather than just art. Which I guess I could say I didn't know that I was signing up for that. It's obviously not the end of the world or anything. And this line's gonna be so freaking tangent. It's just tough. It's tough to find the time. I haven't been able to work on the storyboard in a couple weeks. Thank God I don't have something like a Patreon, because I would be letting everybody down right now. Hence why I don't think I ever want to do a Patreon. Let's see, we only have a smaller range. It's gonna be a total tangent line if we draw it there. And quite literally a tangent line because it's gonna be on an ellipse. So if we draw it a bit higher, hopefully. I don't want to make it too tall though. If I do it right here, it'll definitely feel too short. What would the perks of the Patreon be? I don't know. I'll lock the stream for the first and last 30 minutes and only patrons can take part of it. I don't know. Not really make her do anything noteworthy. We could play games on Steam or something. I think I could add you on Steam. See, tangent line. It happens. You already do that with the ads. True. I don't think it's 30 minutes. Let's be honest, though. Hopefully not 30 minutes. I hope you guys aren't getting 30-minute long ads. Bro got to pay to hang out with Cav. You actually have to pay $3 just to chat. Like, you have to have the $3 tier just to chat. Do a Kavel coin. Rug pull you guys. There's a little bit wobbly up there, which I'm not too happy about, but yeah. Let's continue. Man, that was egg-shaped. Ooh. Ooh. What if we do like part of the ellipse of a cone in here? I could see it. I'm going to change this up actually. No, I'm not. It's so yeah. I don't know enough about crypto to be like, I mean, it's bad, obviously. Like, you will lose. Right, yeah. I am not disagreeing with that. Part of me wants to be cynical and be like, well, it's gonna happen, right? Like that's just a factor of an unregulated market. Are pyramid schemes legal? Because like I feel like a pyramid scheme and a rug pull are like the same kind of deception, right? They make big promises, and then like only the one at the top really gets anything out of it, or those in the know. I'm not defending rug pulls. I should say that. And I'm also not like victim blaming for like, well, you were dumb enough. You were dumb enough to invest. No. Like it's so easy to get scammed on the internet. Everyone can be can easily become a victim of that, but my hand is hitting the side of the page. Baby rage. That was my small poem. Not feeling too good about this ellipse. Eh. Mid. Is Kavel a pyramid scheme? Shh, don't tell anybody, dude. What? Dude. Not cool. They aren't supposed to know that yet. This has been a very scam heavy stream. I talked about the Ferrari dude and Andrew Tate earlier. Dude, how is Andrew Tate a scam? I invested well into Hustlers University. Oh shoot, what's up, Mata? I will take a drink. Of water, I should specify. How's it going? It's a very pointy cone. Where's Cav gulping ASMR? You are not getting that. I want to fit something right here, but I don't feel that anything works for that. You know? But I ought to put something. We're not supposed to do super foreshortened stuff, but I am tempted to put a cylinder there. And then like a box over here for good measure. My Cav gulping ASMR, he says. We also do need some more spheres. We put a sphere down here, maybe. Did you figure out what you're gonna draw for lesson 6? Should I read ahead? I haven't read ahead, and so I don't know. Like, I have been thinking of things in my room. Something that would be good for something like lesson 6 would be impossible to draw. Would be this, but like that's way too difficult. Way too difficult. I would say my streaming pad, right? But that's like, nah. I'm not totally feeling that. It's way too thin. I want something that's very close to square. There are my AirPods, but my stapler. I think a stapler would be a great like difficult one. What tier? Yeah, don't do any organic looking stuff. Yeah, it's very hard to find Good stuff. I have my car keys. That is an option. I'm looking around my room right now for ideas, but I'm pretty. I Oh, can I reach it? I have this. This is maybe too organic. This is my little like sleep mouth guard. This is an option. It's a bit too organic on the top, but I feel like I don't know. Yeah, I just hate how thin it is, but that is a good choice. I feel like it is probably the most realistic one. I have a stapler. I really like the stapler, but that is quite difficult. You love your curvy objects, yeah. My vice. Because like everything else I feel like is just way too square. It's redundant. Like opening boxes. I have a pill bottle. I could do a pill bottle. Eh. I could do a charger. Oh my gosh. This old man. Get this old man off my out of my stream. No, I'm kidding. Okay, let's we're probably gonna go overtime and I didn't want to because I have a lot of schoolwork to do tonight, but we're gonna do it. Because I want to start intersections next stream. So what are we gonna fit right here? I don't want to do another cylinder, but that may be the most applicable thing. Just a very high degree cylinder. I'm old. I will stretch. Here we'll stretch while I think about this. I want to become a big streamer one day. Not because of the accolade or whatever, but because I feel like big streamers turn off stretch and stuff like that. Okay, buddy. Because there would just be so many people redeeming stuff like that. Like, doesn't Tim the Tatman have an like I've talked about this before, like a million channel point thing, and it does nothing. See, that's how you handle inflation, right? That's how you handle an economy that grows too large. Nope, bent it a little bit. He wants to meet Germa in person. That'd be cool. I don't want to be parasocial though. Be like, oh my gosh, Germa, wow. Like legit, if I saw Germa in public, I wouldn't go up to him. There's a new law for it. For what? The ASMR? I better not. I'm quitting streaming if so. Minor access is off. Dude, dude. We can't be doing that, man. How did Twitch not auto-mod you? How did you get past that one, man? I feel like that's totally something reasonably automodable. Actually, no, because then people would be like, what is rule 34? What is the 34th rule? He would be shivering in the presence. Oof, I don't like that word. You know, I like as cool as these people are, inflation blows. I'm not sure how to feel about that one, Bear. But no, as cool as these people are, as great as creators they are, they're people, right? I wouldn't want people going up to me on the street. Inflated Yoshi. Oh, wait, are we talking about inflated Yoshi or fat Yoshi here? There's an important distinction to be made. Dude. Mata thinks of the worst things and then hits enter. Respectfully. My God, why did I like shake so much? Ugh. Then we went to an ellipse here. Sphere, I should say. Another egg shape, dang it. It is what it is, though. 3 minutes. We can't do a box in 3 minutes. But I still kind of wanted a box over here, so we're going to do one. Do a Mobius strip, just real quick. Just really easily. Don't worry about it. Okay, that won't work. I don't have enough room to do that without foreshortening some stuff, so we're going to push this back a bit. This music's evil. Evil Kavel. Bleh. I'm gonna hate myself. Mobius? Mobius. Oh, wait, no, is umlaut O, is it oo or O? Like Mobius. That's probably the correct way. Be real. Happy music. Evil, sick, and twisted music. Morbius strip, on the other hand. Oh, we don't mess with that one. That one's too much. It is much nicer drawing boxes that don't have to have the square face on it. That is a nice upgrade from the 250 cylinder challenge. Beau show. Ambat to Morb? What? What does that mean? Did I just say something bad? I don't know why, but like I'm standing. My posture was so weird right there. I had good like back posture, but one of my legs, I was like on my toes. Like I raised my heel to draw that. I don't know why. I thought it would maybe help. It didn't really, but I did it. This is chaotic. I feel like I would see this inside of a children's hospital. Like this is the kind of art and like shapes and stuff they have on the walls. One day, one stream, April 1st, I'm going to have it so like when the timer hits 0, I actually just make like the explosion effect and the stream cuts. And it's gonna like scare someone to death in chat. Why was I added in streaming? Oh no, I could already kind of guess where this is going. Oh geez. I feel like my brain is telling me to like really foreshorten this plane, but like no, I don't need to. We're chilling. Now, was this a bit too isometric? Yeah. Do I care? No, not really. This one's gonna be very close to parallel. Great idea strip. What are you guys on about? What are we doing? I'm gonna bump my finger and I'm gonna be really mad. E. Should I fill it in? I fill it in. Yeah. It gets so messy right here. Those dang pyramids. I gotta be careful with the line density of pyramids. What is everybody's favorite animal? Bear is your favorite? Oh, wait, yeah. I was gonna say, is it a bear? But yeah, I know it's sun bear, right? That sounded mean. I'm sorry. No, like, I already know what it is. It's just sun. No, jeez. Bear's a sun bear. I don't know what my favorite animal is. You're gonna be like, it's a bird. I don't know if it's a bird or not. Leave me alone. What? I'd be a wolf. A wolf lion hybrid mix. King of the jungle, but like social and with it. There's more to that copy pasta. I just forgot what it was. Or maybe it was just the beginning and I didn't do the beninging correctly. The beninging. This feels okay. Freaking VPs that are very far away anger me greatly. This is going this direction, so this one needs to be... Oh, that was way too much. Yeah, come on, Kev. What are we doing? What are we doing, eh? We need to be like that. What's my favorite Pokemon? I don't know Pokemon that well. There's that cool alligator one. What's the alligator one? I'm really only evaluating them based off of like vibes. I have no idea what they do or if they're good or not. That alligator one's kind of cool though. There's Corviknight. I think Corviknight is pretty cool, but I feel like it'd be a cop out to say it's my favorite. Shout out Corviknight. What about yours? I remember watching the show when I was younger before school every morning. My dad would make like microwaved omelets. That's probably, you know what? Giving the microwaved omelets to a child was probably not a good idea. I think that's like intended for adults. Like that's probably why I turned out the way I am. Dude, Yeah. I'm gonna be real. Respectfully. The bit. Respectfully, though. Like, not trying to. The wah-wahs in this song kind of give Last Train Home from JoJo Part 3. Don't know why. 591, bro. let me pull out my Pokedex. What is it called? Pokedex? Is that what it's called? I'm real. I didn't even know they had numbers. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. This lower one. I put Andrew Prowlo's Minecraft mix in here, and I hear it, and I keep thinking, it's like, oh my god, it's Outer Wilds. No. Oof, wobblier than I wanted to. Very isometric box. Ooh, something's wrong here. These are going to be very close to parallel. We'll go with that. We'll call it. Oof. Why is my line work so shoddy right now? That's nice. Okay. There are all of our forms. I still feel like we have some room we could use over here, but it's so crowded, I don't really care. And hey, I'm going to say this now and probably jinx it. We went a whole stream with my internet not going out. So I'd call that a win. But yeah, so I'm going to absolutely kick myself for adding so many forms and intersections to this page. Looks enough to me. Cool, cool. Yeah, I just like the white space right here makes it feel like I need to do more, but it's plenty crowded. We have tons of fun intersections to work with. So yeah, we will not be streaming on Thursday. It's going to get bumpy, guys. Reminder that we are in my hell weeks. These are the 2 hardest weeks of the semester, probably. And as such, it's gonna be bumpy. We may cancel streams. They may get moved later. Just be prepared. We should stream on Friday. I may actually take it off. I'm not sure though. Or we will be taking Monday off because of an exam on Tuesday. So all that good stuff. But for now, thank you very much for joining me, everybody. Thank you, Rise, Mata, Bear. Who else we had? We had. I'm gonna say their name wrong. Raspberry. Here, wait. Let me look at the roster. Blue Raz. There we go. Oh, dude, the Microsoft Defender summary makes the exact same noise as my internet outage. It's the same notification. I thought my internet went out. But yeah, Rise, Bear, Mata, Blue Raz. We had our friend over on YouTube, Baking with Brooke. Shout out. Yeah. So once again, thank you all, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.